Technology should liberate us, not lock us in. At John Paul College, all the technology is mainstream, so everyone can connect and be included, especially students with disabilities. An essential part of the Mssd program is that it doesn't dictate technology. It is an intervention that builds the momentum already taking place.
Sean and his mother applied for enrolment at John Paul College early last year. Throughout the enrolment process, our whole aim has been to look at how we include Sean. It's never been a question of whether we include Sean, it's always been a question of how we include Sean. We increased opportunities from Sean by first of all looking at exactly what his needs were, spending a lot of time working with his parents, with his teachers at his primary school and with other experts in the field to allow us to make some real assessments about what Sean's needs were, and that drove then us looking at the ways we could adjust in our school to make sure we attended to those needs that Sean has.
Social inclusion, we're always on about social inclusion. Every student has a right to come to our school and to have their needs catered for. We look at the whole of the child, so not just their academics but their social skills and also how they go about learning in the classroom, because if they don't have a learning skill set, if they don't know to get their gear ready, if they don't know how to listen, we need to address that as well.
We took the opportunity as Sean was moving from primary school to secondary school to really audit the current technology he had that he was using in primary school and to reassess exactly what the best use of technology would be for him coming into secondary school, bearing in mind that we have to move from room to room in secondary school far more than in primary school. The Mssd, the More Support for Students with Disability project, became involved in the second half of last year from memory, and they certainly were involved in terms of looking at what they could do to support us in looking at new technologies and different ways of using technologies that would support Sean in the classroom.
With the Mssd project, which is a more support for students with disability, that actually helped us to enhance the interactive whiteboards that we have in the college. It helped to enhance the concept of our BYOD strategy that we had. It also helped to enhance our 21st century learning. The project helped us to move beyond just what we were, just beyond just the interactive whiteboard stage. And by having that infrastructure in place, it was just easy to absorb it into the college and give support for the Mssd project.
The Mssd project has allowed us to purchase additional technologies. It has allowed us to have the professional training to be able to use those technologies effectively in the classroom, and it has allowed us to really support Sean in becoming much more his own person and being able to be included in groups, because he can communicate quite easily with other members of his class through the use of the technology.
The Mssd project, the More Support for Students with Disability project, has meant that we have been able to upskill our teachers in a whole variety of ways. This has had an initial impact on Sean's learning, which has been fabulous, but it also has an impact on the teachers' repertoire of pedagogy that they have in their skill sets that they can actually take to use with other students and in other classes as well. So it has a flow-on effect as well.
So through the collaborative efforts of Mssd, the Stewart Centre, John Paul College, it's all come together as one, and it's really helped him to just settle in. He's part of the team. No one really sees him as any different. He's just gets on with it, and yeah, I think he's settled in really, really well.